Hi there, this is Helen Martis from HypnoFit, and today in Australia it's Valentine's Day. So I thought that I would give you my story about Valentine's Day, and I would tell you what I think of it and why I don't celebrate it. Okay, so I'll give you a story. So what actually happened with me was I met my first husband in 1989. I was 21 years old. And when I met him, we'd only been going out for a couple of months. Actually, it was on the 5 months. It was 5 months when we had when Valentine's Day hit. So it was very early in the relationship. It was that part of the relationship where everything is gushy and it feels amazing and you're so in love and that's all you can think about is your partner. That beautiful, beautiful euphoric feeling of lust and love and everything beautiful and roses and all beautiful things. So I was 21 years old. At the time I was working as a graduate in a bank, and as Valentine's Day approached, I was getting excited because here I am for the very first time in a relationship. So my very first boyfriend, proper boyfriend, was my first husband. And I was very excited because here we are, my very first Valentine's Day, and I was sure that I was going to get spoiled. And so what actually happened was that flowers started to arrive at the bank for all the staff members. So one lady after another would go to receive her flowers. And the interesting thing was that even the single girls received flowers. I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking now, I'm thinking that those poor single girls actually sent it to themselves, because it ended up that every female in the bank received flowers. So this is where I worked as a graduate at, this was the year of 1989. I was 21 years old and I worked as a graduate. Sorry, 1989 was when I met my first husband, and February of 1990 was when I was working, 1989, sorry, just to get that right, it was 1989 that I was working at the bank. That's right. And so what actually happened was I'm waiting, I'm thinking surely my flowers are going to arrive. Here I am in a brand new relationship. Surely he's going to send me flowers. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And there were no flowers for me. Everybody else received flowers except me. I was really upset because I had not received flowers and everybody else received flowers. And I'm thinking, hey, I'm the one in a brand new relationship where everything is really exciting and so on. How come I haven't got flowers? Where's my flowers? And then I thought about it, and I thought, why am I getting upset at not receiving flowers? What does it really mean? Is it because I want to prove to others that my partner is valuing me? What is it? What is it about Valentine's Day that I have to prove to others what my partner has done for me? And so this is a feminist speaking here. When I did my Year 12 big option, which is like a mini thesis, the topic that I picked was Battle of the Sexes. And I always had this feminist hat on. I always thought that, whatever, that we need to be equal in society. So why was I craving flowers from my partner? And when it came down to it, it was just a symbol of our relationship counts. Our relationship is significant. But really, is it really? Is that going to prove anything? And when it came down to it, and when I had a chat with my fiance at the time, he said, look, I don't believe in it. It's just it's just a way of, the flower companies making a lot of money, the restaurants marking up their prices. You love me. I know, you know that I love you, so why do we need to prove it in some sort of status symbol so that others could see it? And I totally agreed with him. I thought, you're absolutely right. I don't need that. I don't need that symbol to show that you love me. And I know that you love me. And so why do we need to celebrate it on a specified day, the 14th of February? Why is that even necessary? And so from that moment on, I let it go. I didn't want anything on Valentine's Day. To me, it signified a day where perhaps you need to be forced to think about your partner as opposed to you think about them anyway. And I can make sure that I'm committed to the relationship by showing my love and receiving love from that partner on any other day. And so that was the mantra that I sort of took for myself. And then subsequent to that, I was with my first husband for 10 years. It was a wonderful marriage. I don't believe in marriages failing. I just believe in perhaps marriages ending. And for me, it ended. It was not a failure. It was a wonderful decade. And when I met my second husband, I basically said the same thing to him, which was, I don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day. It doesn't mean anything to me. We show our love for each other every single day. We don't need someone external to us to say, this is the day that you need to take your wife out to a restaurant and pay 10 times the amount. This is the day that you need to buy flowers and pay 10 times the amount. So for me, it doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense if, that we buy, 12 roses on the day of the year that it costs so much more, or that we go to a restaurant where it costs so much more. So I guess for me, the most important thing is, I was with my first husband for 10 years and my second husband for 22 years. And both those marriages, I feel, were wonderful, amazing times in my life. And I value both those men and will always love both those men forever. And what I would like to say is that if you are single, first of all, your value is not determined by someone else. So I'll just say that again. If you are single, your value is not determined by someone else. First of all, in order for you to attract love in your life, you need to love yourself. That's first, and that's key. You need to value yourself, you need to love yourself, and by loving yourself enough, by valuing yourself enough, you will attract love. There are many clients that I have here at HypnoFit who feel that they're not understanding as to why love hasn't found them yet. It's because they don't love themselves. So you must love yourself first. You cannot find significance in somebody else loving you. You have to know that you are good enough exactly as you are, and you have to know that somebody out there is right for you. But somebody out there is only going to be attracted to your energy when your energy is high and when you do love yourself enough. Because when you do have that love for yourself, that love will shine through out into the world, and then someone else will zap into that energy force and the right person will be attracted to you. So that's the first point. Make sure that you love yourself. Make sure that you have loving energy for yourself. Know that you are an amazing person, a unique person, and there is somebody out there who is just as unique, that's just right for you. Secondly, if you are in a relationship, make sure you tell them. Make sure you let them know every day. Don't let it go by. If you leave the house, kiss them goodbye. If you come back to the house, kiss them hello. Tell them you love them. Show them affection. Actions, not just words. What do they need? What's their love language? And make sure you give it to them. So be the partner that you want the other person to be to you, because when you give love out, you get it back tenfold. So if you do celebrate Valentine's Day, enjoy it. And perhaps that's your day to reconnect with your partner. If you don't celebrate it, enjoy it anyway and still reconnect with your partner. So this is Helen from HypnoFit. See you later. Bye.